If you guys want to yap with me live, come drop by streams on Twitch at Mojine_ or on YouTube at MojineVT. Okay, guys. Shh. Today we will be watching. What are we actually watching? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to be watching some history. Dare I say? Don't know what history is this on about, but we're gonna be watching Internet Historian! Wait a minute. Where is it actually? I don't know what Fyre Festival is. Is it an American festival? Probably. No. I feel like okay. You know what? Okay. My assumption is that seeing this fire right here, they got fired. What do you think? What do you think? No? Maybe? Maybe not? Yes? No? Maybe so? Oh wait! Don't spoil it to me, guys. For sure. Don't spoil it to me. For sure. Wow. Please behave yourself. Wait, actually? Wait. Do we watch Internet Historian with subtitles or no? I kind of forgot it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There is an English subtitle. Yay! Yeah. Please behave yourself. The following is not a condonement. Something happened. Something terrible happened.
You're probably wondering how I got this tan.
Huh?
Well, let me tell you the story. It begins with a man by the name of Billy McFarland.
Billy?
Billy was a good boy. At 22, he had dreams of becoming a super wealthy entrepreneur, dropping out of college to start a business called Magnesis. Over the years, he managed to network with some powerful people. One of them was Ja Rule. Translated from German, I believe it means yes, rule. Over drinks, he pitched an idea. Here's an accurate recreation of that event.
Wait! Weed and what? Bro, this signifies something. This is like the past
recreation of that event. Mr. Rule,
not sure.
I have a brilliant idea.
Like, word, like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, this thing 2 hours fucking the fish.
Precisely. Great minds think alike. It will be 2 weeks of absolute luxury in the Bahamas.
Alright.
Mr. Rule. Promotion began in late 2016. Fyre promised beaches, ladies, gourmet food, luxury villas. Hosted on a private island in the Bahamas called Fyre Cay, once owned by Pablo Escobar. VIP tickets up to $250,000. Swimming pigs. Blink 182. Major laser. A steel drum. Welcome to Fyre Festival. The best 2 damn weeks of your life. I bought my ticket immediately. The day arrives. About 5,000 people are making their way directly from Miami Airport, and there are huge delays to get to Fyre Cay. Although I shouldn't say Fyre Cay, because it doesn't exist. In the marketing, they referenced this island, which is actually Norman's Cay, run by George Young, not Pablo, by the way. But that doesn't matter because we're not going there either. We're going to Great Exuma. Private island? Forget that. Population? 7,000. In fact, we're basically in the parking lot of a sandals resort. In the end, only about 500 of us make it to the island. The remaining customers' flights are cancelled. You're about to see why. We're hauled onto a school bus and taken to the site, a gravel lot with a bunch of FEMA tents.
Oh no! What is that?
Remember those promises of luxurious villas?
Bro,
enjoy your stay, and don't forget your complimentary cup of UNICEF rice.
Turn this bus right around.
Once there, no one knows whose tent belongs to whom, so start try getting everyone into a line. Then they abandon that idea and tell everyone it's a free-for-all.
That's what I mean to say. Alright.
Expecting a party, this guy took all of his drugs on the flight over.
Dude.
He's the only one having any fun. Everyone else is grumpy because it's been 5 hours and there's no food. In lieu of food, staff decide to start handing out tons of free tequila. This only exacerbates problems.
Guys, that's tequila.
Once the food does arrive, it's just as delectable as promised though. Gourmet craft single there. A few hours later, bags arrive on a shipping container. It was getting dark and there was no lighting.
So everybody's walking around with their cell phones trying to look for their luggage.
Plenty of people had their luggage stolen.
God.
But don't worry, if you have any valuables, the festival advertised top-notch security. Here it is. But no one told guests they had to provide their own lock. There are rumors of muggings by the
They brought a fucking locker! They brought a fucking locker out of nowhere! Oh my god, that was hilarious.
locals.
I heard rumors of feral dogs.
A tent supposedly caught fire. The closest beach has a rampant shark problem.
What the hell?
Staff don't have any uniforms or walkie-talkies, so no one knows who's in charge, and the people who are in charge can't talk to each other. Here's the bathroom. Many staff quit after only a couple of hours.
Oh my
For the few
God.
customers who were willing to just make
how
the
much
most of
did
it and
they pay
enjoy
for
the
that?
music, they had some bad news too. All of the major musical acts pulled out. In fact, Major Lazer wasn't even confirmed to go in the first place.
Bro.
The event was promoted as cashless, so all people had were these useless Disney bucks on their Fyre bands, which meant they couldn't buy anything or catch a cab if they were stranded. And even with only 500 people, there are too few tents and beds, so everyone is just stealing each other's. And for any of you thinking you could just escape to the sandals, bad
Should've
luck.
spent
It's peak
your
season
money
and they
there.
are absolutely full. People are reaching out to the embassy for help. After a few hours, most people
Couldn't
chose to
they,
go
like,
back to
sue
the
that
airport,
though?
and the rest were forced back home when the
look at
Bahamian
that
government stepped in. The
Oh.
festival was closed.
Oh.
But the exodus from the island made its own problems. Guests spent hours dehydrated and hung over in a hot
shit.
building. Why staff locked the door isn't entirely known. But one girl fainted before they were finally reopened. Everyone gets home and that was the end of it. Except for me.
Nope.
I was rescuing someone, helping them out, and I got lost in the woods. Anyway, back at home, the shitstorm on social media was just ramping up.
Damn.
The Reddit Fyre Festival was
What
created,
year is this again?
and it started documenting everything that went wrong at the event. People were circulating
wait, guys,
a fake
did you
tweet.
see that? Just ate my first human. Huh?
People were circulating a fake tweet by Jar that the whole thing was a social experiment. Some wholesome festival memes there. And it quickly turned into a marketing case
shit,
study
that's
of what
funny as
not
fuck.
to
What the
do.
hell?
In response, Fyre started serving cease and desist letters to stop people from saying mean things about them.
Oh yeah, guys.
Mr.
that's
Rule
social
released an
experiment.
official statement
That's just a
online,
social
both
experiment,
apologizing and saying that it's not his
bro.
fault.
This is not my fault.
Interestingly, he wasn't even on the island at the time. He was giving a concert in Chicago.
Bro.
Although, to their credit, they offer everyone a full refund.
Well, that's good.
Or
Good enough, I guess.
you could always let it ride and opt in for tickets to 2018's Fyre
ride?
Festival.
And a VIP ticket
Huh?
to next year's Fyre Festival if they decide to go.
They made it
Meanwhile,
next year.
Billy is on full damage
Right.
control.
Right,
He claims
Billy.
that a storm came in the night before and changed all of the marketing into lies.
We got to a point that we were very excited about on Wednesday night with how the two sites looked, and we got hit by a big storm.
We got hit
But
by
the
a
apologies
big
weren't
storm
enough.
and
A few
we
days
lost
later, and the
all
first lawsuit
luxury
was served.
stuff,
Attorney
actually.
Ben Mysalis doesn't think it's funny. He's filed a $100 million class action lawsuit.
Wait a minute. His acting is actually like... I feel like I saw a twitch of a smile right there. I don't
against
know. Did
the
you guys saw
organizers.
that?
Then another suit. Then 7 more. Then the feds got involved, claiming Billy had committed wire fraud. Serious charges with serious prison time. More on that later.
But first,
Right now, let's go into the history of Fyre Festival. The marketing was clever. To get the word out, they got in touch with about 400 influencers, Instagram
400
celebrities, and they offered them
models.
VIP tickets or cash to promote the
Wow.
event. They even managed to get Kendall Jenner to post about it.
Wow.
Rumor has it she was paid $250,000 for this post. Their marketing worked though. The festival sold out.
So it
how
looked
did it
legit,
go
right?
so wrong? Let's start with the money. During the planning process, a consultant came in and said the festival would cost $50 million and require another year of organization.
They should have planned this 2 whole years out.
This is after they made all the promises, and they had nothing near that amount, so they started cutting expenses way back. Remember those luxury villas? They were going to cost $10 million alone, so they scrapped them. Now everyone gets a tent. Deposits for the bands? Nope.
Oh my god.
Food, infrastructure, staff, all were cut back. But, you may ask, how did they have so little cash if they sold out? It's the price. It was way too low. Now wait a minute, Up to $250,000 a ticket is too low. In fact, on social media, people were so merciless and unsympathetic towards the guests because they thought it was a bunch of rich kids paying for tickets with a starting price of $12,000. And you can thank fake news for that assumption. You see that number repeated everywhere. But
it's
actually,
not true.
very few were paying even close to that amount. The standard price was around $1,200. Which, if you think about 2 weeks in the Bahamas with practically all of your expenses taken care of, that's pretty bloody good. In fact, some tickets were as low as $500.
6 months ago, got together and got the early bird special for about $500. And this covered food, transportation, ticket, and somewhere to sleep.
How on earth were they going to break even?
You're about to get
They
in for
weren't.
some
And on the flip side,
bro.
there's no proof whatsoever that anyone purchased a $250,000
Like, who
ticket.
would buy that in the
So
first place
basically,
anyways, though?
they're stuffed. Billy has to start taking
God.
tough short-term loans
Fake
just
shit,
to keep afloat. Which, by the way, is why they did the Fyre bans. It was to raise cash. It's reported that up to $2 million in Firebucks in-game currency was spent in the lead up to the event. But this wasn't even close to enough. Practically broke, and with the event only a few weeks away, the more experienced staff suggested postponing. But thanks to those short-term loans, he couldn't. So he insisted on going forward. Those staff tried to control the damage by telling celebrities and public figures not to go.
How was the Fyre Festival?
They just laughed it off.
So,
Of course.
Billy and Jar are in some serious trouble. But let's please have one failed festival that has a sequel. Well,
They made a sequel.
Billy is out on $300,000 bail. His assets were frozen as at May 18th. He dropped his expensive attorneys. He's selling his property in New York. He tried to sell Magnesis for $150,000, but it was cancelled for being fraudulent. Massively in debt and with no hope of paying it back. Fyre went into involuntary bankruptcy. And that is the end of Fyre Festival.
GG's, buddy.
I'll keep you posted about whether Billy is going to jail. So long, Fyre Festival. You were too beautiful for this world.
So, wait.
And as for me,
Was there, like, at least some sort of, like, band?
it's time to go home.
You know? Like, one or two, probably? Or was it just, like, nothing at that point? You know what? I've seen conventions last... Oh. I've seen conventions that were promised as good, but then, you know, the expectations were too high that they didn't really get to provide that shit, though. Honestly, yeah, that's their fault for sure. So they deserve that. 100%. What the hell? Okay, let's watch this Tumblr convention. No, wait. Tumblr has a convention? You know what? Tumblr had its good days, actually. Right? Did you guys like Tumblr before? Or no? Thanks for watching!